A very nice meeting and a surprising meeting with Ivan Dijakovic here in Prague. Hello, Ivan.
Hello, how are you?
Thank you, I'm very good. And how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
I can see that Roberto is still in shape.
Yes, he's training, yeah. He's always, he tried to be always in shape.
Okay, tell me please, why are you here in Prague? Are you here as a fan or maybe the businesses are taking you here?
Damir Hadjovic is fighting and Ismail Narduyev, and we are here to support our friends, you know.
There are friends or also they are in your manager team?
No, I'm not a manager, we are close friends, you know. They're training in my gym, you know, and we have good relationship, and Damir always come also to support Roberto, yeah, and we want to give something back.
Okay, before we talk about Roberto, I will have to ask you about your fighters that are coming to KSW 47 to watch next month. Let's start with Daniel Torres. Are you still cooperating with him?
Yes, I'm still cooperating. I'm management. Yeah, he will fight with Zombie. It will be, I think, a great fight. Both fighters are really exciting. They like to hit, you know, always give good show.
Yes. How is Daniel thinking about this fight? What's his thoughts about this matchup with Zombie? Because you know, Marcin Wrzosek is a former champion, so it's a big step for Daniel, I think.
Yes, of course. Yeah, he get the offer. He take the fight directly. You know, it's a big chance for Daniel after the last fight, after the lose, to come back with a win. You know.
Next, Satoshi Ishii, a big surprise, and let's start. Why Satoshi came here to Europe and live here and train here? How did it happen?
Okay, Satoshi is a team member of Krokop team. You know, he trained with Mirko Filipovic in Zagreb. He still lives in Zagreb 2 years now. He get now his Croatian passport. He's now also Croatian, he has the Croatian nationality. Yeah, he loves Europe, he loves Croatian, yeah.
He speaks Croatian already, or maybe just English?
No, he can also speak Croatian, you know. He speaks Croatian, English, Japanese. He learn Croatian, you know. And maybe also now he will learn Polish.
Yeah, it is a very big chance that he will have to learn Polish just like Roberto. What do you think about this matchup between Satoshi Ishii and Santo Forte? What do you think about this fight?
I think it's a great matchup, great matchmaking. You know, Fernando is a former KSW champion. Satoshi is an Olympic winner. You know, he fight everywhere. Yeah, I think it is great. Fernando is more striker, come to knock people out, you know. Satoshi have a great ground game, great grappling, but I will say he have also right now also great stand-up. His stand-up is much better than back in the days, because he trained now with Mirko, you know, one of the best strikers in MMA history, you know. He learned lots of there in Zagreb, and I think it will be a great match, you know. Great for the fans, great for KSW.
Some people say that Satoshi Ishii is giving a very boring fights. Why do you think that they say something like this?
I don't know, I don't will say boring fight. We see the last fight, he submitted people, he finished with ground and pound. I will say he's now on a winning streak of 4 fights, you know. I will not say it's boring, you know. He tried to make his style, you know. Everybody have his style, you know. Somebody is more a striker and try to finish the fights in the stand-up. Somebody is more a grappler or a wrestler and try to make the fight on the ground, you know. It's not. It's always up to the fighters. What you can do the best, try also to do in the fight, you know.
During KSW 47, we will see a great fight in the welterweight division, so in the division of Roberto Soldic. A matchup between Boris Mańkowski and Norman Park.
Yeah.
Surprise.
It's a big surprise. I was really sad, you know. I was really exciting for the fight Boris against Dricus.
Yes.
For this fight, I really like to see, but shit happens, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, now we will see Norman Parker. It's also good, you know. It's a story behind the fight, you know. It's a story behind And I think Boris will make it, and Boris will show that he's back, you know.
If Norman will fight, will win with Boris Mankowski, and then will make a decision to fight in welterweight division, would you be curious to see him with Roberto?
We will welcome him, no problem. No problem.
Okay, we are not going to see Roberto at this card, but he was fighting very often last year, so he has to get some rest and do a really good preparing time for himself. So, is there any chance that we are going to see Roberto in this half of year?
I hope we will see him.
When you say to me, I hope, I know that you know something and you don't want to tell.
I don't know. Kai Sven know, you know.
Okay, I will ask them also.
Yeah, when I think we will see him, but we will see what Kai Sven say. Kai Sven have the plan. They told us, and we will make it. You know, when they say, can Roberto then and then fight, we will fight, no problem.
After getting back his belt, Roberto was very happy. Then only month later he took another fight.
2 months later.
Yes, 2 months later he took another fight, and he showed that it is not a surprise, it is not something strange that he is having this welterweight title. So it was pretty amazing when I saw him, like he was doing some scary stuff in the cage. I think that he's not only young, but he's still learning, like a very professional fighter.
I tell when he fights against Dricus the first time, he was sick. He have a bad weight cut, and this was the reason. I say again why Roberto lose. It's not. I don't want to talk bad about Dricus to say this. He's also a great fighter, you know. But I say what's happened, you know. And then this was for us also really important. For Roberto was really important that he get the rematch, then that he can show in the rematch how he fight, and that he can show that he was sick, you know. And he showed it in London, you know. He showed, I think. He destroyed Dricus in 3 rounds, you know, no change, and yeah. And then in December he get a short notice to fight against Bora, you know, and I think he show also. Bora is also a great fighter. I think he was never knocked out. Yes, yeah, and he only lose against UFC fighters, you know. And he don't was really in training for this fight, but he won because he won't fight. Roberto won't always fight, you know, and won't give the fans, give the KSW fans and the Polish crowd a good show. And I think he do that with a KO, you know.
Volkan Ozdemir is trying to kill us.
Yeah, it was a great KO, I think.
Yes. Yeah, we can say that Border was destroyed by Dricus in the cage. It was really hard to watch for me. And okay, so we know everything about Roberto. We are waiting for his comeback to KSW and defending his belt. And now, what about Anton Rancic? Is he going to fight for the belt?
I hope that he get a chance, that he fight for a belt. I think he must get the chance, you know. He have now 3 winning streak in KSW, you know. Okay, I think it's also hard to find somebody, you know, from Poland maybe who's in bantamweight who fight with Anton, you know. But I think he deserved that he fight for the belt, you know. We wait now also of KSW, of the matchmaker, of Vojislav, that he give us a call and tell us the date when Anton will return in the KSW cage.
Okay, Vojislav, give a call to Ivan because we are waiting also for Anton. Okay, Erko Jun.
Yes.
Martin told us in our last interview that there will be no freak fights in the first half of a year. How do you see it? Would you like Erko to fight in this half of a year?
I hope Erko will fight, but I think also the last fight was also not a freak fight when he fight with Popek, you know. He have almost 6 fights, you know, and he have a career in England as MMA fight, then he go in rep, you know, and Erko, I think, make 2 great fights, you know, for the short time what he train, learn MMA, give a great show finished 2 fights, and I hope he will fight, you know, and he will fight. He can also fight with a real fighter, you know, not with a freak fighter. I think he can fight with a real fighter, you know. I see something on Instagram with Akrop. I think he called him out. I think
there was some trash talk between those two. Yeah.
I think it's a great fight. Akrop have, I think, also now 5 or 6 fights, right? Yes, and also great fighter, but he's, I think, light heavyweight, I think, right?
It depends. He started with a heavyweight, and then he wants to fight in light heavyweight because, yeah, you know, he's not very tall, so it's better way for him. Yeah.
Yes, I think it's a great fight for both, you know, because Erko can fight with Akrop. When Kaisei want to fight, we will agree with the fight, and I think the fans want to see this fight. I think, yeah, and then let's do it.
Okay. Well, another fighter that he was fighting for KSW, and maybe he will fight again. Martin Zawada. What about him?
Yes, yeah, okay. Martin is little, you know, of Martin is he's walking. You know, he's not a full profi like the other fighters. He must walk every day, you know, and it's not easy for him. You know, he try to make the best preparation how he can, but he must always. I hope we will see him. You know, I hope that he get another fight in KSW, and then that he can come back with a win in KSW, you know.
Okay. And his brother, David Zawada, yes. What about him?
Yes, okay, he's right now injured, you know. Yes, he have injury at his shoulder. He have a small accident in the holiday in Mexico. Yeah, he make now rest, physiotherapy, you know, for shoulder, and then we wait. He's still under contract with the UFC. He had a fight last year in China. He lose the fight, you know, against. I think he make a great fight. The first round, he really won, you know, and then the second round, in the middle of the second round, the gas let go out, but he will come in the next fight stronger and show his skills.
Do you know what happened then in China? Because as I remember David fighting also in KSW and other organizations, he always had a very good condition.
I say what was the problem, or I think what was the problem. I think the camp was too short, you know, because this was also like the first fight, short notice fight, you know. He have only 4 weeks for this fight, you know. And he fight in China. It's a jet lag, you know. You have another food, another clima, you know. Fighter thinks the same, but it's not same, you know. But you feel it in the fight. These are small details, but these details are very big. And then when you are in a fight, then they coming, you know. I say he make great first round, and also till the middle of the second round was great, and then you see the gas was out, and Ling Ping was almost better. So when the fight was longer and longer, the opponent was better, and David's condition was going down, you know. But it's okay. He will. I know he will come back and show his skills, you know.
Is there still an interesting from UFC for David? They are still asking about him and so on?
No, of course. He don't get a release from UFC. He's still with UFC, you know. He's under contract with UFC, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and Darko Stosic, we should see him here in Praga, and we will not because of the injury also.
Yes, he's also injured, you know. He have some operation, you know. But he will also come back. He make a first fight. He win the first fight in UFC, you know. Now he will come back when the shoulder. He have also some problems, you know, with the shoulder and with the operation. But when he start his training, I think we will see him in the next 5-6 months back in the UFC cage.
How did he got this injured during the spars with Mirko Krokop?
Yes, in the training, you know, normal.
And the new guy in KSW who will fight with Damian Janikowski, it's also your from your managing team, Alexander Ilic. Can you please tell us something about this fighter?
Yes, he's also a good fighter. You know, he's, I think, the best middleweight fighter from Serbia. You know, he have 10 wins, 2 losses. You know, 8 finishes. I think it will be also a great fight with Jankowski. Jankowski is also our good friend. You know, Roberto trained very much with him. You know, I think it will be great fight. Jankowski have the experience in wrestling. Alexander have more experience in MMA. He do this since 2040. You know, I think great fight for both. Alexander can show Polish people who he is, you know, and Jankowski can try to come back from the lose, you know. I think we will see a really good fight.
How does the cooperation between you and Alexander started?
I know him, you know. I know him also long time ago, and yes, his wife texts me, call me, can we work together, you know, and I say I see in him potential, you know, and I say of course, why not, you know, I will try to help you, bring you in a big organization, you know, yes, and we do that.
Okay, Ivan, I'm very grateful for this talk. We know a lot of things about your fighters. If you would like to say something to your Polish fans and the fans of your fighters, then just please do.
I say thank you to Poland, thank you to KSW. Yes, what can I say? Only thank you.
Okay. It is very nice to see you here in Prague, and I wish you a great event tomorrow.
Thank you. I wish you also.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
Bye.
Health reasons, right? Nice.
Yeah, you forgot